You see, when you listen to this story and you consider the fact that, oh, this is a member of NIU, so he must have been selected amongst all the police officers. He was seen fit to deal with serious crimes. Yet, he turns out to be the one who also commit a serious crime. Well, there's a complaint about the fact that why was he released on such an amount of bail of 3,000 rand when the crime seems to be more serious? I don't know whether there's a relationship between the amount of bail that a person is granted for or, versus rather the offense. I'm not sure. But what I'm sure about is that there's a story reported by a Crime Justice Prevention and Security. Mthatha NIU member granted bail for murder and burning of a victim's body. They said a 30-year-old Sergeant Zamikaya Mqolo, linked to Mthatha National Intervention Unit, was today, the 27th of May, 2026, granted a bail of 3,000 rand for allegedly killing a 37-year-old Bude Puga and burned his body afterward. The incident took place on the 2nd of May, 2026, in the town of Indwe near Qeenstown. It is alleged that the eyewitness, who is the girlfriend to the deceased, that on the day of the incident, she was with the deceased at a local liquor establishment where the accused police officer, who is her ex-partner and was off duty, had an argument with the deceased and started insulting him, the deceased. She tried to intervene but was overpowered by the accused, the officer. The deceased decided to leave the liquor establishment in his car. However, the accused officer pursued the deceased in his vehicle. The rest is going to be history. I'm going to continue with the story, but I need you to think about a crime committed by an officer who later get arrested by other officers. And I'm thinking, and I'm deep in my thoughts, and I'm saying to myself, I'm deep here, and I'm saying to myself, wait. You see, when a crime is committed by a citizen, there is claim of ignorance of the law. But when a crime is committed by they that are supposed to uphold the law, what do they claim? I don't know. This case, again, comes at a time where the SAPS, in fact, public's trust towards the SAPS is in all-time low. The survey that was conducted somewhere around 2024 and 2025 revealed that the level of trust that people have on SAPS, it is sitting on only 22%. Where is the other? How much is it? 78. So people have a level of distrust up to 78% because they only trust them 22%. Incidents like this or stories like this does not help. But the story comes in twofold. One is that no one is above the law. So in as much as people will argue that they that's supposed to uphold the law break the law, but others equally so, person who advocate for the SAPS will also say, but we arrest even our own. Well, there's an argument of lately of people who are not getting arrested, PKTT doing as they please. I forgot. There's a story that I was supposed to do for you guys where it speaks about the member of PKTT who is detained. Guess what? For a crime committed. So stories like this tells us that even PKTT members, if they break the law, they get arrested. Well, if you are kind enough, why don't you do this? Subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section below. Why? Because to subscribe, liking the video, commenting in the comment section below, it is free of charge. With that being said, let's go back to the story. So this is twofold. One is that, no, but we arrest everybody. Secondly is that police commits crime. I'm going to leave it there. Which one do you take? Police who commits crime, also police who gets arrested. The last part of the story says, the chartboard was deceased, was found inside the burnt vehicle on the 3rd of May 2026 on R56 outside the town of Indwe. R5 cartridges were collected from the scene. As part of its investigation, IPID had to collect the DNA sample from the family of Puka to verify if the charred remains were indeed his. The family has been kept abreast of all the development in the matter and have expressed their gratitude to IPID for speedy finalization of the DNA analysis. The case has been remanded to 29 July 2026 to allow further investigations. I am very keen and I'm very interested to see how this one is going to pan out. But what has become my interest is you are my interest. I'm still trying to understand where do you stand. What do you say? Do you take the fact that the SAPS does not have the power to stop their own members from committing crime, therefore they should be forgiven when there are matters like this? That's one. Secondly, they arrest even their own. Therefore, trust should continue. Should rise because they do that even with their own. This I say then to say, we're going to keep you posted so far as the story is concerned. Because in this YouTube channel, we leave no stone unturned. And I guarantee you, we leave no stone unturned. Every story, every crime scene is worth our attention. Here's the question of the day. This one, I thought about it and I was like, Think about this guy chasing after this guy on the road. I'm not sure if that happened. What would have led to you fighting over your ex such that you doing what this guy is doing? Because the girlfriend is the ex. She was with a boyfriend. This is the question of the day. You see, with me, personally, you cheat. I don't even want you to explain that thing to me. If it gets to the point where I'm like, I'm done. The door, when you're done, please close that door. That's me. Why will you want to fight over your ex? Can't you guys don't grieve, cry, grieve, and move on? Are you out of options? But what do you think would have happened on the crime scene? We know the burnt body is there, the evidence is there. But what do you think would have happened on the crime scene?